A jolly welcome to you, everyone. Thanks for joining me again at the Rock Railways with me, Elizabeth. Today we're looking at the Hornby R3171, locomotive number 2001, Class P2, Cock of the North. Now looking at the box, you will see it is the Railroad Edition in double O gauge, DCC ready, housed in polystyrene, hardish plastic and covered to ensure safe removal and transport of the loco. You can see the instruction manual, service guide and accessories to drivers, exhaust pipes, coupler for the front, and the price new on the box is £82 at the time. Now looking on the side of the box, you can see the Hornby model description R3171 Class P2 Cock of the North. Now you can see the Lner apple green livery, and the Cock of the North just looks splendid on the layout. And looking at the top of the locomotive, you can see the Lner lining and the chimneys, double chimney, as well as the air intakes on the cab with a black roof and some valve gear. Now looking at the locomotive from the rear side, you'll see the tender, all magnificently done and great finishes, and overall very authentic look of the locomotive, even though it is a railroad edition. As you can see, the cab connection there to the tender, as well as the cab finish in black. And moving along to the side, you've got this kind of like a V-shape black finish of the cab roof, and the air intakes is visible there, and on the side the cab doors and the numbering of the locomotive. Now starting with the front of the locomotive, we'll see the buffers and the buffer beam painted in red with the locomotive number, as you can see, and then the hook and the 3 lampons, and the smoke box is also painted. But going back to the buffers, this is not sprung buffers at all. The nameplate is not separately fitted, but I don't mind at all because it is a crisp finish anyways on the loco, and I don't mind at all being a railroad edition. It's still a great name tag and you can read it, and it serves the purpose. So shortly we will jump in as usual on the history of the class, and here are some images backdated, and obviously credits to the owners and for making these images available for the presentation. Today the P2 Cock of the North Lner locomotive will be starting with the Pullman coaches in my video, and just to get a better look of the coaches, let's just have a quick look as the camera just quickly browse over them, and you'll see it's 3 coaches. So on a small layout like mine, I generally keep with 2 or 3 coaches on the locomotives. So the most coaches that I run with a locomotive is the LMS Coronation class, and that one pulls about 5 to 6 coaches. Now just watch her as she chuffs away with her Pullman coaches. Truly a majestic. No wonder she was the UK's best express locomotive at the time. Now looking at the locomotive on the layout in character, she is mighty fine, and what a great locomotive built by Gresley. The London and North Eastern Railway Class P2 was a class of 2/8 two-wheel arrangement steam locomotives designed by Sir Nigel Gresley for working heavy express trains over the harsh Edinburgh to Aberdeen line. As they were to serve on Scottish expresses, they were given famous names from Scottish origin. Built in Doncaster Works, the locomotives were designed by Nigel Gresley to haul express trains over the difficult Edinburgh to Aberdeen section, as stated before, of the London and North Eastern Railway. In the design, Gresley was influenced by recent French practice, in particular passenger locomotives, Paris on Orleans Railway. The first locomotive built was locomotive number 2001, the Cock of the North. Built in Doncaster Works as previously stated, with lens type rotary cam actuated poppet valve gear supplied by the Associated Locomotive Equipment Company and a double chimney Caltap exhaust, each chimney using 4 nozzle blast pipes. The chimney system was designed to take different fittings to allow experimentation with exhaust arrangements. The second locomotive of the class, number 2002, Earl Manshaw, was completed by 1935, also at Doncaster Works. By June 1936, the third engine had been produced, number 2003, Lord President. 3 further locomotives, Mons Meg, Thane of Fife, and Wolf of Badenoch, were under construction at Doncaster in 1936. The class was rebuilt into Class A2/2462 Pacifics during 1943 and 1944. It was believed that the class had to be rebuilt due to reliability problems during the difficult conditions of the World War II period. Cock of the North was rebuilt in September of 1944. The members of the class were preserved as all were rebuilt into Lner A2/2 Pacifics by 1944. 2 new engines were built, one by the P2 Steam Locomotive Company in the original shape, Lner P2 Class 2007 Prince of Wales, and the other by the Doncaster P2 Locomotive Trust as a replica of the locomotive number 2001 Cock of the North in streamlined condition. So now the names given to these locomotives are very interesting. So let's jump into that. The Cock of the North is a 6/8 military march, bagpipe tune and jig. The title comes from the nickname of Alexander Gordon. He was the 4th Duke of Gordon. everyone. Thanks for joining me again at the Rocket Railways. And if you enjoy the channel, I really appreciate what I can do, having the opportunity to bring music and trains and hobbies straight to your doorstep, right under your eyes, for your attention, to enjoy now and forever. Also, live each day, be kind to each other, love one another. That's what life is about. It's all that we can do in our little time here on earth. So, thanks for joining me once again, and I appreciate all your comments and likes and subscriptions. Stay tuned, take care. Thank you everyone.